What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on Juice and Toya.
Hey, welcome back.
Today we're gonna slow things down a little bit and take you guys through a partner stretch.
Yes.
So we're excited about this one because stretching is something that we all need to probably incorporate a little bit more of, but doing it with a partner can help you to hold yourselves a little bit more accountable.
Yes.
It's more fun,
Yep.
and also might help you to get a little deeper in stretches than if you were to do them by yourself.
Exactly. So today we're gonna take you through 5 of our favorite stretches that we tend to do together when we need to push each other to stretch a little bit more. And it's gonna target the major problem areas, which are the hamstrings, the hip flexors, the chest, to open up the posture a bit.
Yep.
And then we're gonna open up the back a little bit too.
Exactly.
Okay? All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
All
So
right.
we're gonna start in a seated position, okay?
Yes.
And what we're gonna do first is get into the hamstrings,
Yes.
all right?
So ideally you want to have those feet kind of flush together just like this, and we'll reach. But if you found this too difficult, your hamstrings are really tight, you can move those feet inside, and we're basically gonna do a pull here, okay?
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is pull Toya through. So gently pull, you don't wanna yank at them. Allow them to kind of feel out the stretch, and then she's gonna kind of take some deep breaths and sink into the stretch as she kind of relaxes
Yep.
here.
If you don't feel your hamstring, then you'll probably need to put your feet
Exactly.
together. So for me there, I felt a lot of back. So having the feet together will allow you to push against the foot and
Yes.
create some tension
Yes.
so that you can really turn on and engage those hamstrings.
Okay, so for each one of these stretches we're doing today, we're gonna hold for about 15 to 20 seconds here, okay? And as you can see here, I'm bending my knees, kind of giving me a little bit of leverage, and she's sinking low into the stretch. All right, then when they're done, she can sink back up, and there you go. All right, my turn. I'm a little bit more tighter.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna move my feet inside. She's gonna grab my wrists.
And pull forward. So again, he's gonna take some deep breaths in and out. And every time he exhales, I'm gonna try to pull him a little bit deeper. And if you're the one doing the stretch, you can also get a nice little upper body stretch here by keeping your shoulder blades pulled back as you're pulling. Good, we'll get one more deep breath in. Out. Good. All right, slowly release back up.
Oh, that was good.
So now we're gonna stay in a seated position, okay? And we're gonna bring our feet together in a butterfly position.
Yes.
All right, so same thing here. We're gonna try to reach for each other's hands.
Okay, so grab them by the wrist and we'll pull through. Again, slowly pull, allow them to fill out the stretch, and then allow them to sink as they take those deep breaths.
Yep, so you should get a nice deep stretch in your hips here. And
Yes.
try to push your knees toward the ground with
Yep.
each exhale.
Exactly. So ideally you want to try to pull your chest to your feet. That's pretty good. She's pretty flexible. Pretty flexible. All right, then ease on back. Okay, so same thing. She'll grab my wrist.
We're gonna pull.
You can get generous here. I know I'm tight, but you know.
Good, so again, each exhale, we're gonna try to pull a little deeper. Good. Chest to feet, chest to feet.
Close enough.
All right, and then we're gonna slowly release, okay? All right, so now we're gonna flip it around and we're gonna get back to back here, and you're gonna put up your left leg and have that right knee down.
Okay, so we're gonna be in a half kneel position. What you wanna do is reach back for your partner, grab and interlock your hands as such. So what we're gonna do, this is a combo stretch. This is a hip flexor, and this is gonna help open up the chest as well, okay?
Yep.
So both of us will extend forward into a hip flexor stretch as we're also pulling our arms away from each other.
Exactly.
Okay? So you should feel a lot of tension through your hip flexors and open up the chest too.
Yep, so you wanna push that knee forward, push through the heel,
Yep.
And also really push that chest open. Keep your core engaged here so you're not getting into the lower back.
Yep. And again, take those big deep breaths and allow your body to kind of relax and sink into the position.
So about one more deep breath here and then we'll switch sides. Good, so now we'll bring down the left knee and bring up that right leg.
Yes. Same thing, we'll lock them through. Okay. Slightly shift forward and pull. In through the nose, out through the mouth.
And if this is a lot on your knees, you can double up that mat or put a towel or something underneath your knee.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's good.
All right, and then slowly release here, okay?
And also for each one of these stretches, if you need to spend a little bit more time through them, you can kind of pause the video and
hold a little longer.
Do your thing.
Okay,
all right.
So for this one, we're gonna be back to back.
Yes, you can either sit cross-legged or you can have them straight out like me, All right.
Whatever's comfortable.
Okay, so we'll be back to back. Okay, so we're gonna do a open chest stretch. Okay, so one person's going to interlock just like this, okay? And then Latoya is going to, I'm gonna pull Latoya through here. Okay, so she's in a goalpost position. And what I'm doing is slightly pulling her arms back. You don't wanna crush her arms, but I'm slightly pulling her arms back and then creating tension through the upper back. So that way she can get a good chest stretch as she's taking those deep breaths there. Yep. Few more deep breaths. And last one. Okay, then slowly come out of that. We'll drop it down and then we'll switch.
Yep. Up. So his arms are a little bigger, so I'm gonna have to pull a little bit harder here for him to get a nice deep stretch. But same thing, I wanna push my upper back against his, and then slightly pull open those elbows.
Can I have a little more, please?
Again, listen to what they need.
Oh yeah.
Communicate if you need a deeper stretch.
Yes. So this is a good stretch to do if you feel like your posture suffers a lot. You round your shoulders when you're sitting and stuff. This is a good way to help open up the chest and stretch it out a bit. Oh, that feels good. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right.
The last stretch we're gonna do is the upper back. Again, this is a good posture stretch. If you feel like you're super rounded when you're sitting a lot, this is a good upper T-spine extension stretch. So Latoya's gonna go first. She's gonna get her elbows nice and tight in. I'm gonna grab her wrists, okay? Make sure your core is engaged. I'm gonna slightly pull her arms, and then I'm also gonna push through her back with my back. So she's gonna have a slight arch to where she can get some extension in her upper spine.
Yes, you wanna keep those elbows in nice and tight.
Yep, and breathe. And just kind of relax through the movement. All right, and then slowly open back up and then shake it out a bit. Yeah, exactly.
All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing. Pull by the wrist.
Yep.
He's gonna bring those elbows in nice and tight.
Oh, that's it right there.
And we're gonna crunch forward. So if you're doing the pulling, make sure you also keep your core engaged, almost like you're crunching forward. Good, nice deep breaths. Good. And again, each time he exhales, I'm gonna try to pull him forward a little bit more. Good, one more deep breath. Pull. All right, and then slowly extend back up.
Oh, that's it right there.
Yep.
All right, guys, well, that's pretty much the stretch. Again, we hit the hamstrings, we hit the hips, we hit the upper T-spine and the chest. Again, these are all pretty much the problem areas for most people. So if you have any trouble and you're not as flexible in those areas, this is a good little partner stretch that you can do. And then you'll assess, how well you're getting over time. You do this, 3-4 times or every night, you know, it's a good stretch that you can do.
Exactly. So again, hopefully this will help you to stay more accountable, hold each other accountable, because you can do it together.
Exactly. All right, guys, if you like this stretch, please give us a thumbs up.
Yep.
Also, if you want more stretches, we have lower body stretches, full body stretches on the channel that you can do on your own as well.
Exactly.
But that being said, we thank you guys for joining us.
We'll see you at the next video.
We'll see you at the next one. We're like Charlie's Angels, like
Stretch.
007.